Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
Life can be hard. We all have worries. You could be concerned about a loved one, or even yourself. We all ask questions of ourselves. Could I do better? Should I be doing more? Maybe I shouldn't have made a certain decision. But what if I was to tell you, it doesn't matter what we do each and every day, from the time of our birth to the moment of our death, is of no consequence. What we do is no more significant than you taking your favorite computer character through the trials and tribulations of a game. Why? Because it is thought that this life is no different. We are part of a large simulation that we cannot control. Is this true? And if it is, who built it? Let's take a look. Welcome to IF, videos on history and mystery. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video again. It is an idea that has become commonplace, especially after the Matrix trilogy made it popular, and with a fourth film in the franchise planned, it may be time to revisit the theory and ask if this is all a simulation. I think just about everybody on this planet has seen the story of Neo, the mild-mannered office clerk who leads a double life. Worker by day, hacker by night. He stumbles upon a hidden world known as the Matrix, and the rest is, well, a great movie, so on the odd chance that you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it. Julian Keith and Curry Gwynn, two University of North Carolina professors, asked if this could be a reality, and investigated if it was possible that we are all living in some kind of advanced simulation. And just like the moment of the movie when the character called Cypher asks if it's better to live in ignorance or know the truth, and with that we do have to ask if we are living in a simulated reality, would we even be able to tell the difference? I think back in '99, when The Matrix was first released, the idea of a computer simulation being so detailed that it would be indistinguishable from the real world seemed like fantasy to many. Today, however, we live in an age when computers are almost at the point where the worlds they render are photoreal. The in-game physics continue to improve, and the AIs which feature in these games become ever more intelligent. If we follow the linear curve of improvement which these games have advanced along, we can imagine that in a few short years we will be at a point when we may have the option to plug into these games, and that they will be just like film. A famous name that today has become linked with this idea and many other cutting-edge technologies is Elon Musk. He has spoken openly on the idea that it is a real possibility that today we are already living in a simulated universe. The tech mogul points to evidence outlined by academics such as Professor Gwynn. One idea the professor has, which was featured in the film trilogy, is that on occasion the program we live in has a glitch. These glitches manifesting as everything from graphical errors to paranormal events. All that is strange in this world could be down to simple coding errors. The professor goes on to say, the laws of physics in our universe seem oddly designed with a set of constants that make carbon-based life possible. Where are the edges? He goes on to outline an existence in which we are experiencing different levels of the program at different times. He He says, perhaps in the far future, mankind uses such simulations to experience periods of history or to experience the human condition in a way that is no longer possible at that time. Alternatively, perhaps like in the movie, it serves a function as some sort of prison for the mind. It has even been suggested that there could exist simulations within simulations, meaning that when you wake up in one, you are actually still in the simulation from higher up the chain of realities. So what do we have in the way of evidence for this theory? Well, here are some pictures that could prove we are living in a computer-rendered world. In this image, we see a bunch of squirrels on a tree. They look like the same image, copied multiple times. Was this a rendering error? Next up, a cat looks out on itself, like the black cat of the deja vu scene in the movie. Is this a sign that the code has been hacked? This one cannot be genuine. If it is, something strange is going on. Look at the lady reading the newspaper. Nothing special, right? Well, check out the newspaper and then let me know what you think. Again, it looks like the graphics are on the fritz, as we have a double image with these two guys sat on a metro train being identical. And there must be something about public transport that makes the Matrix struggle. These next three pictures showing the same people over and over again. Is this an error or just lazy programming? The final picture shows what could only be a GPU crash. This daisy is a polygonal mess, evoking the video game trope that there is a tendency for characters' proportions to change considerably between their official artwork and their in-game appearance. So are we witnessing technical problems with our constructed reality, or is it something else? If we step away from the technological aspect of this idea for just a moment and look at it as a spiritual question, many religious leaders, gurus, and alternative health practitioners say that we are living in a world that is comparable to the Matrix. They say we are living in a multi-dimensional universe of holographic etheric fields. Fields upon fields of subtle vibrational forces, particles, and strings. And even if you cannot see the fields, you will sometimes feel and sense things that you can't always explain. The human energy field is a holographic system of flowing etheric tubes and geometrical fractal codes. A system of light and geometrical shapes. You are not just your physical body. You are not your mind. You are a multi-dimensional being of light and vibrations. Energy. One thing is for sure, you could really break your brain thinking about these concepts. Maybe there is only one question that we should be asking, and that is, real or not, how can we break free from this programming?
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
According to Chris Krepsick, the Hooded Sage, a well-renowned etheric healer and metaphysical teacher, you can escape the matrix of control by firstly neutralizing your ego and rigid intellectual opinions. By neutralizing the inner negativity of the conscious and subconscious human mind, you will be able to transform your attitude and inner feelings, which disempower you. Then change your focus toward the attitudes and inner feelings that empower you. It all comes down to your inner power and perception, expanding your consciousness and heart into warmth, wisdom, and understanding will see you set free of the Matrix. Do you believe that we are living in a simulation, or that eventually we will reach a point when we can create simulated universes? And I guess the last question has to be, would you choose the red pill or the blue pill? If you are not afraid of Agent Smith, let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, if you like what I do here on the channel, hit that red button, like and share. You can catch the latest by searching We Are If. Thanks so much for watching. Merry Christmas. I'll see you next time.